Great Peace of Montreal, 1701. In order to understand my place in Detroit and my place in our community, I began researching Detroit's roots. This journey took me first to Antoine de la Cadillac, the founder of Detroit. But before Cadillac and 100 others founded Detroit in July 1701, they departed for Montreal. What was happening in Montreal that summer became an area of fascination for me. A great peace of Montreal was signed by more than 1,300 Native Americans, and it secured peace between the Iroquois and other warring nations. It was from this peace that the Hurons, a newly formed tribe with ancestral roots in the Iroquois, asserted their place as a diplomatic tribe. I found resonance with learning about the Hurons, who, though not strong in numbers, had ties across North America. The Great Peace of Montreal was the inciting atmosphere that led to Detroit's creation. Detroit, therefore, is a place of celebration and a place of peace. It was because of this Great Peace of Montreal that the Native American tribes were also convinced to come and stay in Detroit. I became fascinated by the Huron Nation. Their growth and power from being powerless reflected my own journey in Detroit. And I found myself comparing the creative community that I was part of to the Hurons. The Great Peace of Montreal ended war between the Native American tribes and the French. Though we know the end of that story, for a brief moment in the summer of 1701, when Detroit was formed, that great peace felt like a reality. The Huron Nation lived in Detroit reminds me of my community because of their efforts to be peacekeepers and create conditions for the larger community to come together. For example, my community hosts events that brings other communities together. Hosting events where learning is the main goal and sharing is the main purpose. The Hurons formed alliances with French and other Europeans and the Canadians and with other Native Americans. They did this through an insistence on mutual benefit, mutual interest, and maintaining autonomy. I used these lessons to form my own alliances and to put pressures on members of my community to use the tools from our past in order to guide our future and create our own present. A recent event, which I called Pop-Up for the People, hosted at 3rd Street, demonstrated our power at bringing 4 different collectives together to create a space for people to practice and meet and share space together.
Here we're at a Pop-Up for the People hosted by Art Night and Community Function at 3rd Street. I'm doing commentary for my radio. How many people? Because we have so many different groups here, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good? Yeah. We got the Homie Hangs, we got the studio, we got Art Night, we got Community Function. They put it together. The idea was conceptualized on Thursday. It is now Sunday, 5 p.m. But the relationship building that allowed for this to happen took months in the making.
I pre-jacked in 96. I'll bring him over.
We're talking business, we're talking capital. We have, okay, I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have people in groups, we have people who are solo. It's fairly young community. This is a pop-up for the people.